Plus, that is not a white coffee.
Dad! You are an idiot!
Well, it's just gone 9 o'clock on Saturday morning. We're on our way to SitC in Birmingham. Lucy is not with us because Amy attacked her with a kitchen appliance or something.
I didn't attack her with a kitchen appliance. She dropped one on her foot.
Yeah, she's, what is it, a big ceramic dish?
Yeah, it really hurt. It was
She
huge.
was fiddling, trying to make food or something, and was rummaging in a cupboard, and a massive ceramic dish has dropped on her foot, and she's now got literal black and blue toes. Not just all they hurt a bit, they've actually gone the colours black and blue. Has she broken her toes? Has she been to the doctors about this? She needs to get
It's at the time she dropped a freezer drawer on her foot.
Long story short, she can't join us on our trip to Birmingham this weekend, so we're going without. We've just had our McDonald's breakfast. It is so foggy that I thought I'd get the camera out early to show you some of the journey so you can see just how foggy it is. I don't know, we try and do these fancy B-roll segments, and just as we're getting our coffee, the camera falls down. Ridiculous. Plus, that is not a white coffee.
Dad! You are an idiot!
Well, at least now they can see it's a black coffee. I've put most of it in my travel cup, and the rest of it all over and the rest of it all over my trousers. And what's left is still too hot to drink. I'm never doing B-roll again. We have arrived. Ever since this event was announced, I've been refusing to call it Winter in a City, even though it's not called that anymore, it's Social in the City Winter Edition. I've had a problem with the fact it's in autumn, but it is properly cold, I will acknowledge. It does feel quite wintry.
It's grass, Dad. It's
I know.
properly cold. It's cold.
But it is still officially autumn. Autumn in the city. If you get nothing else from this video and watch no further, you should be impressed that I just managed to get that big coat that I was wearing inside the top part of this bag. That is one of the proudest achievements of my adult life. In other news, I think I've lost my daughter. There's quite the queue to get in. Even though we're an hour late. Wristbands collected. We're finally making our way in. It's nearly 11:30, but we're finally heading in to have our first look around of the weekend. The only reason I get her to get in the chair for this shot is because it's fun watching her try and get out of it afterwards. We'll now have a research mission for later on in the day, because when we were in the centre of Birmingham a couple of weeks ago for Comic-Con, they had an Elsa Funko thing in Primark, so we'll need to go and see if it's still there.
We need to sign.
We need to what?
You need to go read that sign.
Why?
Because you can win a photo with 2 person.
Right, I'm going in to pose as a Funko Pop. If I hide you here, that means you're not in the picture. But now you know what I was doing. I'll put the picture on screen now. We have the usual selection of creator merch scattered around me now, as you can see. Let's play pick your favourite creator merch. Let me know down in the comments. I haven't got any merch here, I'm very sad. I think the Christmas tree signifies that winter came. Meet and greet area behind me here. Not Amy, she's not the meet and greet area. Behind her, the meet and greet area. which is why it was so busy to get in. People were getting their wristbands for that. Trying to convince Amy that she should probably do the ice skating, but the fact that everyone else on there is sliding around like they've never been anywhere near ice before is putting her off. I ain't doing it. I have a torn ACL. It would be mad for me to do it. It's a funny looking home shirt you got on there.
I'll tell you what, yeah. No, I don't know.
It's Alfie. They've got a whole load of TVs set up with Mega Drive Minis on, like what I've got at home, but I haven't taken out the box yet. So I'm introducing Amy to Sonic the Hedgehog 2. If she likes it, then obviously we can use it at home. But as you can see, because she's of the generation that doesn't understand how awesome this is, she's just sat there on her phone and not even looking at it. Pick the controller up. Place on Sonic 2. After I took her to school on Sonic 2, she's just beaten me on Street Fighter 2. So now we're going to play this until I beat her. I'm just going to keep playing it. There's some kind of kerfuffle going on over here. Presumably some internet famous chap is over there. I'm just trying not to get distracted from the Tetris game that I'm playing with Amy to get my own back up to Street Fighter 2. Well, we've had our fill of SitC for the day. And we're now heading into Birmingham. We've got quite a few bits and pieces to do in there. It's not a typical looking for something to do after a couple of hours in the event thing. We came here with a plan to do this. We've got a little bit of Christmas shopping to do, both for family and for friends and whatnot. So we've got a plan. This is going to be awesome. Well, slight change of plan. We've just walked over to the other side of the NEC, only to find out the trains are not running because of a strike. And it's a bus replacement service. So rather than getting the bus, which will make us both vomit, we're going to walk back across the NEC, get in the car and drive into Birmingham. But first, big fat train station pasty. Change of plans again. As you can see, we're on a train platform. Turns out I can't read simple English, and it was just the one train that had a bus replacement. The rest of them are just running slightly less regularly and a little slower, but still much more convenient than trying to find somewhere to park in the middle of Birmingham. Right, important task number one, and I promise this was Amy's idea. Comic shop, which has changed its name since the last time we were here. It used to be Forbidden Planet International. Now it's still part of the Forbidden Planet International Alliance. It's called Worlds Apart. She's looking for something you saw at Comic Con, aren't you?
Yeah.
Which we're not going to discuss in case her friend's watching.
Yeah, she could be actually.
But that's what we're looking for. Well, mission accomplished in there. Although I can't show you, obviously, because it's a Christmas present. We still have some more Christmas shopping to do as well. We need to get something from my dad, and there was something else. I can't remember who else we're supposed to be buying for. There was one other. No, I still haven't got yet. Definitely my dad, though, is always the most difficult present every year.
Who else was it?
I can't remember. But
Helen?
No, but I never know what to get Grandad, so that's why I'm taking advantage of you being here. You need to help me find something for Grandad. We're officially in Upside Down World. Amy's going in all my shops and buying stuff, doing all her shopping. We've just been in Tokyo Toys. I haven't bought anything in any of these shops yet. She's now finished her Christmas shopping. I still have no idea what to get my dad. Somebody else get my dad a present. He's so difficult to buy for. He doesn't like anything. We've just spent half an hour in an enormous bookshop trying to find him a book. They didn't have any suitable. They had books, just not suitable. So we've officially given up. We're just going to go to the American sweet shop, buy some cereal, and then head to our Airbnb, I think. Shopping complete. Didn't manage to get anything for my dad. We're on the train, back to the NEC now. Yes, we are sat in first class because on the way here we had to stand next to the door and it was horrible. And it only cost an extra £3 to do it this way. So we're only on it for 9 minutes. I don't mind spending £3 for 9 minutes in a chair rather than 9 minutes standing up. In fact, it's nearer 20 minutes because we're on here 10 minutes early and we'd already be standing at the other end. Well, after much kerfuffle, we are now in the Airbnb where we're going to be staying this evening. Just like last time when we stayed in Airbnb. I will put the link down in the description below. So if you want to sign up for Airbnb yourself, for our link, you can get, I think it's £25 off your first trip. And you, as well as you getting £25 off your first trip, we get £25 off our next trip. So if you like the look of this, sign up for Airbnb through our link. This has worked out cheaper than staying in the Premier Inn near the NEC would have. Let's show you around. So there's the front door. This is the big corridor with football pitch halfway down it. We have bedroom number 1, which I have claimed Kevin's bedroom. We then have bedroom number 2, which is where I'm allowing Amy to sleep. This would have been Amy and Lucy sharing, but obviously Lucy's not here, so you get an enormous bedroom to yourself.
I do. Where's your big bedroom?
Secret store cupboard, which she said you won't need anything from there, so we didn't open it. There could be bodies in there.
Oh, there's a Hoover.
Yeah.
Oh, that's quite a nice
It's just
Hoover.
all the storage stuff. Here we have
Chip the paint with paint.
bathroom, big bath, nice shower, somewhere to poop.
Smells chemically in there.
Yeah, that's what clean bathrooms smell like. And then we have the living room, where we've got the seat I will allow Amy to sit on, the seat I will be sitting on, small table, reasonably sized television, books to read underneath,
Let's see what's left.
shiny thing,
Let's see what's in there.
shiny cat, and then kitchen, which is replete with clothes washing and food warming and somewhere plate cleaning.
Oh, normal cleaning.
And I believe food cooling, milk, they even left us some biscuits and a selection of cereals.
And there's pasta and stuff.
Although we went Tesco and we've got 2 big bags of stuff, including a big box of Lucky Charms that we got from the American sweet shop, so we won't be eating their cereal. This is awesome. I can't believe this enormous space, which would comfortably sleep 4 people, cheaper than Premier Inn. It's awesome. Well, we're nicely settled in. I tell you what, I want one of these chairs at home. This is awesome. We've got the Netflix account sorted out on the telly. We've just about decided what we're having for dinner, haven't we? TGI Fridays on Deliveroo. Excellent stuff. So I think we'll probably say goodbye for the day here. We might show you the food that we've got when it comes, because it's going to be awesome. We haven't actually decided exactly what we're having from TGI Fridays yet.
I have.
She has. But this is not the end of the video, because we're going to be back over at the NEC for more Social in the City in the morning. So we'll either zoom forward to food or tomorrow morning now. She's got Doctor Who on. I'm not impressed. However, TGI Fridays takeaway, very impressed. We'll see you in the morning. It's the next morning. We're getting ready to leave. But first, I need to show you the fanciest toaster in the world. I was quite happy when we got our 4-slice toaster recently, because I thought I'd become a real grown-up. Now I realise I'm still just a child, because toasters like this one exist. Pop-Tarts, you have to turn the toaster on, and then you mess around with your settings, then you press start, and it lowers it in.
Whoa!
You can see it in there, and then when it's done, it doesn't pop, it just gently raises the toast back up. My life is a failure until I have that toaster. We are back in the NEC for SitC Day 2. This will be final moments of conventions for 2019, which has been your most conventions in a year ever, hasn't it? Because you did VidCon, SitC, this SitC, 2 Comic Cons. How does it feel being half of me for conventions? You've done about half as many as I have. Conventions are fun.
We're back in position on the Mega Drive Minis, which I assume have only been put out for us because hardly anyone else has been using them all weekend. But this one asked for another go on Streets of Rage. I've converted her into one of the greatest games of my childhood. We've played a variety of games again this morning, Toe Jam and Earl, and Dr. Robotnik's Mean Bean Machine. I beat her at everything apart from the fighting games. She destroyed me at Street Fighter 2 yesterday. She's now destroying me at Virtua Fighter. You've got a natural aptitude for fighting. This worries me. We've left the Mega Drives behind for a bit because Amy kept beating me. It was upsetting me. There's some very nice smelling chips coming from behind us, but we've not long been here. Probably shouldn't have chips for breakfast, especially because the only other food I've had so far today is Lucky Charms and Pop-Tarts, because our menu is being managed by a 13-year-old this weekend. There's a lot of noise coming off that waltzer. The ice rink didn't have anybody on it, but I don't know if I can manage an ice rink. So we're just having a little wander around to see what we can see. Just because we didn't want you to think for the whole video we didn't actually do anything that we were here to do. This is us sitting waiting for a panel to start. We're just sat in Starbucks having a gingerbread latte, doing or completing some important work that we started yesterday for you. Where we tried the mince pies at Costa yesterday, Starbucks today, and we can officially conclude the ones at Costa are considerably better, and I don't think Starbucks know what a mince pie is. It was basically a deep-filled raisin pie.
Yeah.
No flavour, very disappointing. Costa mince pies are the way forward, but the Starbucks gingerbread latte is better than the Costa one, so for the full experience, you'll need to go to both in the same trip. Well, I think that is us about done. We've just done another lap, had a little bit of a nose around the place, but to be honest, because we're not here to do, we weren't in the meet and greet panel as well, we weren't interested in meeting anybody or seeing anybody, and there's not really any panels that interest us. There's not really a huge amount for us to do in here, is there? So I think we're going to call it a day a little bit early and hope that with this being the first winter edition of Something in the City, that if they do it again next year, they put a little bit more on that's not just TikTok.
Yeah.
It's kind of been a TikTok event more than anything, which I'm 37 years old. It's not been like Summer in the City, has it? Which is a shame. But
Summer in the City was really good.
yeah, we've enjoyed that every year we've gone, but this has felt not as good. It's just smaller, which obviously it was going to be. It's the first year. We don't want to be too critical, because quite apart from anything else, we like it about its back. Yeah, it's much smaller, not as much going on. Even like activities and things to do. I know we're brand ambassadors for Big Potato Games, but we've really missed them not being here because we'd spend a lot of summer in the city playing their games. The fact they've not got like the big McFlurry thing. There's none of their stuff to go and do. Like they've had the Instagram stuff and their just things to go and do in the past, and I get why it's not here, and hopefully if they do it again it will be, but I don't think there's enough to keep me and Amy here for an entire weekend based on the limited number of panels that they've got on, which are all very samey, and it's the same people over and over again saying the same things. We've sat in a few.
I also didn't really know anybody.
Yeah. So we're going to call it a day and head home early, so we will probably see you then.